Back at the end of Season 7, we watched Morty seemingly escape from the fear hole and Rick seemingly choose not to enter it, but they also teased us with this line.
I swear to God, if we're still climbing out of this fucking hole 2 seasons from now...
So maybe the hole takes control of your mind as soon as you make the choice, rather than once you enter it. So Rick could have chosen to enter the hole, but the hole would have known Rick was too smart to believe he was ever truly out once he had actually entered, especially given his simulation-based PTSD.
Alright, Rick! You little son of a bitch! Are you a simulation? Huh? Are you a simulation? No! You little son of a bitch!
So he would have to think he had chosen not to enter the hole. So given that, or I guess one of a bunch of other explanations you can find on Reddit, what if we're still in the fear hole? Let's take a look at both possibilities because it could be either one of them, but I do think if it's true that we'd be in the fear hole with Rick and not Morty. So let's start with him, and let's assume it started right here. If that were the case, then we can assume what we saw happen to Morty before he left the hole was accurate to what we'd see for Rick in the hole. So when asking what Rick's biggest fear is, which everyone will have their own opinion on, but I personally think the show makes it pretty clear that his biggest fear is some form of abandonment due to all the people he's lost and had to walk away over the years. So with that in mind, I would actually say in order to make him face that fear, first they would need him to reach a deeper level of connection with someone again than he's allowed himself to have up to this point in the show. Something that they have been building to already before the Fear Hole episode, but that they really drove all the way home in the season 8 finale. Like, we know he loves the family and cares especially about Morty, but he definitely reached a new level of connection with the Beths this season. He put himself out there a lot in a way that he just doesn't do with the other characters. And since technically 2 seasons from now could include the very first episode of next season, they could literally open on the reveal that they're still in the fear hole. And if they don't do it in the first episode, though I'm guessing they'll wait till the season finale, so it's exactly 2 seasons later, which would give them more time to develop Rick and Beth's relationship even further before pulling the rug out for the joke. Or maybe it's not even about the Beths. Maybe the multiple love interest-based growth moments we got this season will lead into something next season. Maybe those were all leading up to him finally being ready for an actual new partner, like Diane, so he can face the fear of losing that person again the way he lost Diane. That would be the more interesting route, but either way, I would say the show was well set up to say that all of last season was in the fear hole. I mean, we followed the fear hole Rick around for his own story. No reason we can't have just been following fear hole versions of the other characters throughout the season. What would we be missing out on, though, if we still are in the fear hole? Well, a through line I'm excited to see continue is definitely Morty's evil streak.
Try her out! What's it do?
Pulls the charge right out of man's heart. Thanks for the ride, Rick.
You made your bed, lay in it.
Give me the car keys!
No, we're not leaving!
Yes, we are! Give them to me, you takey scum!
Leave our son alone!
Your son sucks!
He's kind of my favorite character now.
What? My God, you're re-breaking the story again? I want to go home! I'm 14! Now listen to me, you stupid old man! You're gonna bring Tannenbaum here, and I'm gonna shoot him in the goddamn head just like we planned!
Although I guess they could just pick that back up in reality. We would also lose Jerry's major character moments this season, though. Ironically, Summer's most intense growth moment,
I love you, and you should love yourself.
Artie gets shoved out the door for the bit, which was totally worth it, honestly.
Send a text.
Yo, Trisha, what are we huffing tonight, bitch?
And her other episode just has the same theme she usually has with Rick, and obviously then we'd lose the Beth's character development this season.
You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
All we wanted was to be together!
All for the bit. But honestly, that is the kind of thing that these writers, and probably Dan Harmon specifically, would do. One less thing that could potentially be an issue, though, is the Mr. Poopy Butthole storyline. Unless, of course, they just want to say that that all happened outside the hole. But all this has been assuming that we're still in Rick's fear hole. But what if we're actually still in Morty's fear hole? In this scene...
You're not even in the hole, are you?
Thank you for visiting the fear hole, Morty. Your fear of relying on Rick has been delicious.
Dear God!
Morty! me. How was it?
was just another trick by the Hole to make him feel safe. While I honestly don't think this is super likely. Like, it's less likely than the already pretty unlikely chance that Rick is in the Fear Hole. But let's just say he is. Then we can assume we have no idea what the actual exit of the Fear Hole looks like. Meaning, even when he does leave, we won't be able to really know for sure that he did leave at that point either, even if they do a different exit. So at this point, the only real question is, well then what the hell is Morty's actual fear? Well, since his fake greatest fear was about Rick, I'm gonna guess it wouldn't actually be about Rick. Most people's big fears are either losing a specific loved one or some hyper-specific or weirdly non-specific life metric they're afraid of meeting or not meeting. And based on what we saw this season,
Give me the car keys!
No, we're not leaving.
Yes, we are! Give them to me, you takey scum!
Morty is definitely on his way to being quote-unquote evil Morty. So what if his biggest fear is just that, becoming evil Morty?